Today on Business Success in 6 with Stacie, I have Christina Summer here from 8th State Hot Yoga and Fitness in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, and soon to be Mequon, Wisconsin. Christina, thanks for jumping on with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is my pleasure. Yoga is something that everybody should practice in some way. And you have a really unique business because you do yoga, but there's more of a fitness sense to it as well. So there's fitness and stillness. Can we talk about 8th State Yoga, what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. So
Awesome.
we offer group fitness classes. All of our classes are heated. So I always say our coldest class is 90 degrees. And then I know it's not so cold.
Right?
And then it gets as hot as 105 degrees. So we do have a variety of classes. We like to incorporate, you kind of covered it, the strength and stillness part of it. So we have some classes, unwind, which is more of a very mellow, like more of a stretching, but using the heat to really help open up the muscles and lengthen, get a deeper stretch. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we have what's called a yoga sculpt class where we incorporate the weights, we're building muscle, we're still incorporating a little bit of the yoga, but we're really getting that strength building and more of like the fitness, a good workout in. So,
Yes. Love it. I cannot wait to try it. But I want to learn a little bit more about the business. So, what
yeah.
were your plans when you started your business? You said you're 2.5, almost having a 3-year-old, so
Yeah.
to speak, in business. Tell me, what were your plans when you started and how has it changed?
Yeah, so we opened in Oconomowoc January 1st of 2021, which it's hard to believe was still kind of in the midst of COVID. I remember when we opened, there was a mask mandate in Wisconsin. So when we opened, all of that was kind of happening. And we kind of took a lot of time to think about, is this something we want to do while COVID is still happening? Some businesses were still closed down. We're like, if we don't do it now, when? And it was like, now more than ever, people need a place to get out of the house, connect with community, and really just move their bodies, right? So we're
Mhm.
like, there's no time like the present. So it was really just a place that as a community, we could come together and do yoga and feel good about how we're treating ourselves through our physical fitness, and also just having somewhere like close to home because there was no other hot yoga studio in the community. So
It's incredible. And now, all of a sudden, 2.5 years, not even 3 years later, you're opening up a second location, which is about 45 minutes away from where you currently are, right? So what
it's
what
like,
what made you decide to do that?
yeah, we were looking at different areas in, I'll say, southeastern Wisconsin, and felt like Mequon was a community where there was a need and there was a little bit of a hole there with them not having an area in the Mequon community or Ozaukee County really for a hot yoga specific studio. So I really wanted to bring it to the area, and we've had such a great time here in Oconomowoc and building the community here. We thought Mequon would be the perfect place to do number two.
Absolutely. That leads me right into my next question. What is the biggest way that you impact the community or multiple impacts with different communities, right? Share a little bit more, please.
Yeah, I would say I think it's really important for people to spend time on themselves with themselves. And the biggest thing I always say, like, I love yoga for so many reasons. I could talk about the benefits for hours, but there's 1 hour a day where I don't have to have my phone on me. I don't have to respond to other people's needs. I don't have to worry about anything else outside of the mat in my studio. It's about me, my body, how I'm feeling, and just being able to walk away with that mental clarity and knowing I did something for myself. And then having the physical benefits on top of it is just like the icing on the cake, right? So I think for our community, that's the biggest thing they appreciate is like, they feel a sense of pride that they're taking an hour out of their days to focus on themselves. While they're here, they get to meet other people who are here at class that have a similar interest, who care about their health and fitness and their wellness journey. So it's really just about bringing people together and helping people feel better and more centered and giving them that time to focus on themselves.
Absolutely. And again, I'm so excited about the fact that this is a hot yoga studio. I know when I've gone to love yoga, but when I go to that hot yoga studio, I'm not only like finding stillness, but I'm also detoxing and sweating out some of the garbage that we put in our bodies, like regardless if we want to or not, it goes in, and it's just it's so rejuvenating. So really excited for you to bring that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So 2.5, almost 3 years, you've been in the middle of a rebrand. What is one challenge that you have faced in business that other owners could learn from?
Oh gosh, as a business owner, there are so many challenges that you will go through. It's overwhelming, right? There's highs, there's lows, and it almost brings tears to my eyes because the highs are really high, the lows can be they can be low. But I think the biggest thing is just being able to roll with the punches no matter the situation and just remember your why and why you're doing this. We've gone through everything and not a lot. I'm not going to say everything has been hard, but a lot of things have been hard. We installed floors here that are absolutely beautiful in the studio. And I think it was like less than a year and a half in, we had to replace all of the floors. They just weren't holding up to the heat, to the impact. And it's a large investment for a large studio. So that was something where it was like, lesson learned. Now we know for the next time, right? But
Sure.
there's things that are gonna happen and pop up where you're like, you would have never thought of it. You just have to roll with the punches and
Yeah,
see the bright
react.
side of things, right?
I love that you said remember your why, because that's something our coaches often remind the entrepreneurs about. Like, why did you get into this in the first place? And that most likely is gonna help you remember the joy behind what you're doing, right? Like, I do this because it brings me joy to bring others joy, or whatever that
Yeah.
is. So remembering your why is just, that's such an important statement. Thank you for bringing that up for us.
Yeah, of course.
My next question for you is, what does the future look like to Eighth State Hot Yoga and Fitness? And do you have an exit plan?
Yeah, so the future, of course, we're opening the Mequon location, so that's our immediate future. We're hoping to open sometime around September, so we're very excited for that. As far as the future beyond that, we hope to grow to multiple locations within Wisconsin. So maybe continuing to expand to different communities, potentially franchising in the future if there's others that are interested in doing what I'm doing. As far as an exit plan, I don't really have one. Like, I truly love working in the health and wellness space, and I don't see myself really ever leaving. Right now, I would say I do a lot of like boots on the ground type of work. I get into the weeds quite a bit. I do help teach when necessary. I love teaching, it's super fun. But I think in the future, I'd like to continue to grow into more of an operations type role and more of a true management role where I can lead others and really focus on leading the team and growing the business, supporting the community, rather than like the very tactical day-to-day stuff that gets in the way of some of the bigger stuff. So
I love hearing that. Action Coach's definition of a business is a commercial, profitable enterprise that can run without you. So if you're in the weeds all the time, it's not going to run without you. But the fact that you're focusing up high and growth oriented, that's absolutely awesome. And it's great that you love what you do. So if you have to go and teach, what, you get to meet great people and lead them to some stillness and strength. That's great.
yeah, yeah.
So, Christina, my final question for you today is, all subjects open, what inspires you most?
That's a good question. I'll kind of give a very brief story of why I got into hot yoga in the first place. I grew up as a runner in high school, which was some time ago. And that was really great. I really enjoyed it. I was never one who was good at like sports that required a lot of coordination, which I know sounds funny now that I do yoga. But anything with a ball, I was like, just count me out. Just
Okay.
not my thing. Um, After school, I still ran. I got into lifting, and I just felt like it was very hard on my body, which made it really difficult for me to stay consistent. So I kind of moved away from like focusing on my health and wellness and being active and started really pouring myself into my corporate job and my career. And it was, I, I work in HR and have worked in HR, and it's stressful. It is a stressful arena. A lot of us are working adults. And again, I think we just don't take that time away to like separate ourselves from our job. And I really just needed that time to like have an hour,
Yes.
no worrying about the phone. A friend invited me to hot yoga and I was like hooked immediately because it gave me the workout that I was looking for. It wasn't super intense on my body. I liked it when I was new and I still love it. There's always things to learn, but it was like I love learning. So it was fun to learn like all of the new poses, all of the different styles. Like it was really fun to just learn something new. So yeah, for me, like I really found the benefits myself. And I feel like being able to share that with other people and encourage them on their journey it's super inspiring and just being able to lead by example, right? Because I don't want to just have a yoga studio and I'm at home like watching Netflix every day, all day. Like I do that sometimes, of course,
Sure,
we all do.
absolutely.
But I want to lead by example on my journey and share that with others. So
Love that. Yeah, you are a testament to it. So that is absolutely incredible. And when we are in stressful situations, our body does feel it and we harbor that stress. So being able to just be able to release that to the universe and get it out of our system, it's absolutely incredible. Christina, if somebody wants to connect with you to learn more about eighth state hot yoga and fitness, what is the best way for them to get in touch?
yeah, I would say the best way to get in touch is either through our website, it's eighthstatehotyoga.com, or on our social media pages on our Facebook and Instagram, also just Eighth State Hot Yoga. We love posting and interacting with our community there, so we'd love to connect with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Best of luck opening up that second space in Mequon, and we will see you there.
Great. Thank you so much, Stacie.
Thank you. Bye.